This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Don't shake your body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust touch.
Hey, man, y'all know I'm a boxing fanatic.
This is true.
We had Keith Thurman on the show.
Yep.
He's fighting for the welterweight championship against Shawn Porter, who's a fighter I really enjoy. Former IBF welterweight champion. This is a big fight this Saturday night at 9 p.m. Is Shawn here? Let's get him in the room real quick. This is a big fight that's taking place. And there are a lot of people looking at this fight right now. Mm-hmm. And here he is. Look at this fine dressed young man right here. Suited and booted. Look at him. What up, loved one? How you doing, man?
Great.
Good to see you, man.
I'm excited.
Have a seat, man.
Three-piece.
No,
Where your
I'm
pops
excited. He over there.
Yeah, you dudes look like the mafia. I saw y'all. I follow you on social media. I saw how y'all rode into town, man. Y'all look like y'all ready to rumble.
We don't play around. We keep a tight circle. It's a small circle.
Yeah.
But it's all for one and one for all.
It's a big fight coming up, man. And you know, Keith Thurman is a friend of mine, so I've known him for a few years. So a few people have asked me who I'm going with. Shawn, no offense to you, no disrespect. You know, when it's a friend, you gotta say your friend.
I get it. I thought we was friends. But I get it.
No, we are friends. I've just known him for so long. That's all.
Well, you know what? I got Whitehead downstairs in my corner. So
okay, that's good.
I got him in my corner.
You got him in your corner.
But listen, this is what I've been saying. This is a great fight.
Uh-huh.
This is an unbelievable opportunity for myself and Keith as well. Our teams being on CBS primetime, and we gonna let it shine. And at the end of the day, his fans will become my fans, and my fans will become his fans.
Absolutely. That's what I love about this dude,
dope.
man. You're great for the sport of boxing, man.
Yeah, I try to be.
Yeah, and then let's talk about your wardrobe first before we get into the fight, man. I mean, you and your dad are always like the best dressed dual at a like match.
You know, I like to stay cleaner than the White House in between presidents.
Okay,
so.
That's what I like. I like that's custom fitted, and what's that? Let me look.
It's
look
custom
at the,
fitted.
Look at the cuff
what's the
link
cuff
here.
say?
Listen, man. Listen. Let me say this. I tweeted Lupe. He came out to Vegas one weekend. I tweeted him and I said, "Hey, say what's up when you see me." And he actually pulled me on stage and he said, "This is what the power of Twitter does."
Wow.
So the power of Instagram. I have a guy by the name of Malcolm Gandy. He runs his company Maldux, and he hit me up on Instagram. This was probably a year and a half ago. He says, "You know, I see you like to look clean. I do suits. Let me do something for you." And he did something for me for my last fight, and we liked it, and so we rocking with him for now.
Rocking with him for now, man.
So, but it's clean, it's cut, and I enjoy it.
Man, look at his father. This father look like they could be brothers, huh?
Yep.
How you been, sir?
Yes.
You good? So what's the plan going into the fight? I talked to Keith, and Keith says he could beat everybody.
He believes it.
He believes that.
He
believes he's going to beat you.
We're going to rough him up.
Okay.
We're going to outbox him. We're going to keep this fight clean as possible.
Okay.
And we're not going to leave it up to the judges. How about that?
Okay. So you're going for the knockout.
Yes, sir.
This is interesting. He's never lost.
He's never lost.
Uh-huh.
He's been put down.
Yes.
And he knows what it feels like to get hit. So but he's never been hit by Shawn Porter.
Okay, never been hit by Shawn Porter.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm really looking forward. To me, this fight is so good for boxing because
it's great for boxing.
Yeah, it's not. You can't say it's a setup fight because either one, you know what I mean. Like to fight Shawn Porter means you could get knocked the hell out.
Yes.
To fight Keith Thurman means you could get knocked the hell out.
Yes.
How did this fight come together?
This is the fight.
Okay.
As you can see, PBS wanted to go back to network television.
Okay.
And they had the opportunity to link up with CBS.
Okay.
Who do we put on CBS? Well, we're gonna do prime time. What's the best fight we can get on prime time? This is probably one of the best fights out there this year.
Yeah.
Last year, and probably some years to come. This is that big of a fight, and they wanted Keith Thurman and I to be on the first telecast CBS primetime fight date since Leon Spinks and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You excited, man?
Yes. Yes. Everybody in this room should be excited.
Very excited.
He snuck on
Sean's father right here, man.
But you know what you need to know. See, he speaks in general.
Okay.
I speak from that back room.
Okay.
Took a lot to get your boy to come to this ring.
So it was hard to get Keith to get in the ring?
Your boy to come to this ring.
Really?
Oh, absolutely it did.
So what was the initial, what were the issues to get Keith in the ring?
You know him. You should have asked him those things.
I didn't know. Did you see our interview?
You should have said,
Did
Keith,
you watch
what's going on?
No,
y'all didn't watch it?
No.
Okay, so you got to watch the interview.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, we talked about a whole lot, in it.
And you still don't know.
I didn't know that there was a problem getting him in the ring because Keith seemed like he's always had a problem getting other people in the ring. Same with you. A lot of folks don't want to.
So we stepped up Mayweather fight, 9/11 last year.
And y'all called him out.
We stepped up. I put him with Shawn and I took a picture. That was my picture that I took of them facing off. See what I'm saying? I still got that coaching thing over him. So he fell right in the line and got up there and did what I asked him to do.
You used to coach him.
Yeah, I still got that.
You still got that Jedi.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And he got right up there and he took that picture and he was probably like, oh, snaps. I see what Kenny doing, but it's too late now. But then, from there to now is like a long way from the lip to the cup.
Yeah.
To get this, so we're a little bit closer now.
This Saturday. You as close as you gonna get till tomorrow. Right? Being his coach though, it's obvious. You could say it here. What are some of the weaknesses you think he has that your son could capitalize on?
Keith don't have no weaknesses.
Okay.
There are no weaknesses. But we got a lot of questions for Keith.
Okay.
A lot of questions. And Keith is very spontaneous. He's very sporadic. He's all out there in his personality and in his mindset and everything else he got going on. So that carries over into the ring. The problem with that is when you got somebody that's asking you questions and you have to answer those questions, and you have to have the right answer, and that person is right there with you the whole entire time, meaning every move he makes and everything he does, we're going to mirror everything he does. So we're just as fast. We're stronger. We're quicker. We're in better condition. We got a better team. Okay.
Well, you got a better dressed team.
He lost out on that yesterday. You know what I mean? He lost out on that yesterday. I remember, what was that, about a year ago? I said, come on, Keith, we're going to go take you and buy you a suit. And he wanted to go because he had never had one. We was going to take him, but, time constraints and different things, and we was all in L.A. together. We was going to take him to buy a suit. We were trying to bring him up, you know what I mean? But it didn't work out that day, you know what I mean? And now he's still like he get off the plane here in New York, and he's like, I know what the porter's going to do. Let me go get something. And he put it together, and Shawn said, you did all right.
But you guys are y'all known each other your whole careers pretty much, right?
The whole career, yeah.
Yeah,
the whole career, a little bit before then.
Y'all ever spar?
We sparred a little bit.
They spar.
We sparred a little bit.
Yeah, but how long ago? I got to do the radio show. I can't act like I know it all, man. I gotta ask it like the listener is asking it.
About 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah,
how did that go? What's in? What's that?
Sparring is sparring. You know what I mean? So neither of us are going 100%. Neither of us try at all to do what we're gonna do Saturday night. You know what I mean?
Well, what you learn about him though? You can learn a lot from.
I learned that I learned that he likes to move. I learned that he will move, stop and throw a punch. He will move, stop and throw the punch that you don't expect, which is usually an uppercut or a hook trying to turn the other way. He's like my dad said, he's very sporadic, and in some ways can be unpredictable. And so the way I'm going to control that is just by trying to control the ring and control his movements. When you want to move, I'm going to feint you and jab you and make you uncomfortable, make it hard for you to move and second guess what you want to do. Once you get a guy second guessing, that's when you start to get control. Game over.
Game over. Shawn Porter is here, man. He's fighting this weekend against Keith Thurman, who is undefeated. This is the fight of the year. We're going to open up these phone lines. I know you got a lot of fans. Keith has a lot of fans. We have a lot of boxing fans that tune into this show, including myself. 888-742-3345. Give us a call.
Shawn Porter.
Yeah, we got him here today, ladies and gentlemen. Shawn Porter is here. Shawn, man, do you find Keith Thurman this weekend? But do you feel like you have anything to prove right now? Because a lot of times when people are talking about the top welterweights, they're not saying, all the time Shawn Porter. They're saying Brooke. They're saying Thurman. You know, they're throwing a lot. Of course, Mayweather's name still comes up, even though he's retired.
You know what? When you first asked me that question, I said no.
Yeah.
Because that's just not my thing. It's not in my nature to try to prove something to somebody. I do what I do, and it's usually pretty good or good enough.
Yeah.
But I think, true fight fans, people that know me, they know my abilities and they know what I can do. But can he do it against the best? So right now, Keith is considered one of the best. So we're gonna prove that everything you've seen me do in the gym will come to light in this fight. Everything you've seen me do in previous fights will come to in this fight.
What did you learn from the Kell Brook fight?
I got a guy on my left shoulder. You know him. That's my dad.
Yeah.
Told me a lot in that fight. And I got locked in what I wanted to do. I got locked in to knocking this dude out, to beating him down, and to not losing. That was it. I'm not gonna lose, and I'm gonna knock you out. That was it. And there was so much information that he gave me every round in between rounds that I didn't utilize. And so I just learned, like, we watched that fight the day I watched the fight myself, like the day after or whatever, and I knew my mindset. I'm like, what am I doing? And I began to actually, after being mad the first time I watched it, the second time, I began to laugh at my mindset because I knew it was the wrong mindset. You have to remain open. You have to remain focused on what's going on in the ring and not what you want to do, but what you're told to do and what you're able to do. You know what I mean? So that's definitely the number one thing is I learned to have the right mindset, remain open, stay poised, and do what I'm asked to do.
You fought excellent against Broner.
Coming off of that fight against Kell Brook, and you can see where the mental toughness and the focus was throughout that entire fight.
That was a game plan, well executed. He caught you in the end, but I feel like that happens in boxing, right?
And guess what?
What's that?
after 11 rounds, I come out in the 12th round, not really ignoring what my father said, but I guess in some ways questioning it or having my own mindset, wanting to do what I thought I should do.
Yeah.
And no, nope. So I hit the ground, and when I hit the ground, I looked right over to my dad like, damn, did you see that? That's what I was thinking. He says, get up and fight. And of course I get up and fight, but we should never come there. So each fight is supposed to be a stepping ladder, and you're supposed to grow from each fight. And I can tell you, man, through 28 fights, every fight has meant something and it's going to show up in some way in this fight. Okay, man. Shawn Porter is here, man. I want to take some of these phone calls. Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter is taking place this Saturday at the Barclays Center if you're in New York, and then on CBS, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Paul is on the line from Vegas. Paul, what up?
Hey, Paul.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Paul. I'm Kenny know me real well. Shawn know me real well. I'm their car detailer. I clean all their whips. So check this out.
All of them? Shit, damn. How many we talking?
I clean all their whips. Okay. Hey, that's between them to tell you what they got. But I'm telling you, they got some fly stuff.
Okay.
Let me tell you. I guarantee you, Shawn is not going to go down like a punk this weekend. Keith Thurman and him are good friends, but when they get in the ring, ain't no friends then. It's on. All right? It's on.
Okay.
It's on.
Thanks, Paul.
I tell you what. Hey, Shawn, Kenny, if I could get out there, I'd definitely get out there.
We'll see you, man.
Right?
Thank you.
All right. All right, Paul. Damn, man, you got your chauffeur, your customer. All right, Dre on the line from Philly. Go ahead, Dre.
Yo, what's up, Sway? How you doing, man?
Doing
Shawn,
good.
What's up,
I got a big question for you, man. What's next after you get this win? Since I'm from Philly, what's up with a fight with Danny Swift Garcia, man?
You know what? We talked about that fight. We actually talked about that fight before this fight was made. So, to answer your question, I'm going to say we'll see what happens. But I don't want to take anything away from this fight at all. I'm enjoying every part of this process leading up to this fight. And I'm going to be in that fight, only that fight. And then after that fight, we'll figure out what's going on after.
Kenny, who you think, at the end of the day, besides Keith Thurman, is the biggest fight for your son? And I don't like to look past Keith Thurman, but who's
not looking past Keith, and let it be known and understood. I respect him.
Yeah,
I love him.
Mm-hmm.
I've cheered for him every time he fought. I worked in his professional corner as a trainer. I worked in his corner as an amateur trainer. You know what I mean? I shared a room with him for a week, just him and I, in preparation for an event, USA versus Ukraine, and him and Shawn were the only guys that won. So I got a lot of love for Keith.
Yeah.
So, but you know, you just can't look past that. But you know, I understand we need to talk about these kind of things.
Yeah.
So, the biggest fight, the little boy down the street.
Who's the little boy down the street?
Floyd. He lit down the street.
Floyd. Floyd Mayweather.
Wow.
Hey, Sway, like I ain't never read that book before.
I was like, who's that fighter? That's a welterweight named Little Boy down the street.
We didn't read that one in elementary school.
Yes,
the little boy down the street. So y'all
Floyd is the biggest fight.
Okay,
but you know he's also a very good businessman, and I know some of his business partners.
Yeah.
We have communication, so they have no interest, and I understand that no interest whatsoever in this type of fight. But
is it because they know it would be a brawl and you could lose, or is it because he has to get his brand bigger?
You know what? I think it's going to be because Floyd is an excellent businessman. I respect that, and he's going to go for the best business deal.
Okay.
So we're probably not that business deal, brand and other things and Styles making fights, and all the stuff that go along with it. You know what I mean? But that would be the biggest fight. Beyond that, I'm gonna say the rematch with Keith Thurman. Not one time, but two times. We want to fight him twice this year. He only wants to fight us once. He wants to get this win and keep it moving. We want to beat him, and then I want to get back to the ring and beat him again. That's what I want.
Okay.
He understand that, but they didn't want to put that down on paper.
Okay.
Moving on, Danny Garcia.
I
think that's a really good fight. Beyond that, of course, the rematch with Kell Brook, who has absolutely no interest in fighting Shawn Porter. Everybody he fights has nothing. You've never heard him mention again. He's even picked Shawn to win this fight by knockout of some type. He don't want nothing to do with Shawn. But that Danny Garcia fight,
I didn't like him until just right now.
You didn't like him until now. That's your homie now, right?
Yeah. That Danny Garcia fight, that would be huge. Right here in New York would work for us. Brooklyn, come back to Brooklyn.
Yeah. It's the boxing world has suffered such a humongous loss with the death of Muhammad Ali, and it just kind of reflects on the legacy of boxing and great boxers throughout the years. Where do you see yourself? How far you want to take the sport of boxing? He transcended the sport.
Yes.
What do you want to do with
that? Is my favorite part of Muhammad Ali. I admire everything that he did in the ring, how he did it. Played with guys, was fast, the whole nine, and at his weight class. That's the thing. But after his passing, people were putting out all these YouTube videos of him interacting with fans and on different shows and all that kind of stuff. And I already knew he had personality. I already knew he was somewhat of a genius.
Yeah.
But to just to see video after video after video after video of that. That's what I admire, and that's what I've always tried to be, man. I've tried to be the inspirational guy outside of the ring, the motivator, the guy that's reaching and teaching and trying to bring people up in a positive way. And I was able to see a lot of what I do in Muhammad Ali. Not to say that I'm Muhammad Ali at all, but I would like to do a lot of all of what he did and be that kind of figure when I'm done with this sport. Be someone that everyone remembers forever and just remembers for being a good guy and a great competitor.
Yeah, I think you're well on your way, man. I swear, since I first met you guys, man, y'all, I feel underdressed at my own show right now. You guys have always, your persona and what you represent, even how you express yourself, I think is really great for boxing, man.
It's and I like to tell this story. I was I don't know, 8-9-0 or something like that. And, watching a lot of different fighters, I'm in my room and I literally said, I need to find a gimmick. I got to find a gimmick. And for a couple of days, I was thinking, what can I do? I can be goofier, I can be louder, I can do whatever I want to do. What do I do? About a week or two went by and I just noticed the way people were accepting me for who I am and the way I do things. And it dawned on me, I don't need a gimmick. And that's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to do what I do the way that I do it and still be the nice guy, the humble guy, the fun guy, this guy that's smiling and being positive, somewhat kicking knowledge here and there when I can to a youth, and everyone respects that. I don't need to be outlandish and call people out and say, cuss words and be on videos and all that kind of stuff. People accept me for who I am, and that's just a blessing from God.
Shawn Porter, ladies and gentlemen. So if I'm betting on the fight, should I bet that we're going to see a knockout of Keith Thurman?
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you already make a bet?
I haven't betted yet. I promise you.
Are you going to bet?
I can. I usually don't. I don't like betting on boxing because the Golden State Warriors just lost.
Yes.
And and boxing is such an unpredictable sport, and I had them as a shoe-in. But if I'll make a bet right now, if you tell me I'm good money,
I'm letting you know right now that it's not my fault.
Okay.
It's not my fault.
It's not your.
You see me. You see the energy in me right now.
Yeah.
And I don't make predictions. Okay. But I will say that I plan on being champion after this fight.
Okay.
And I'm looking you in your eyes to say it's not my fault.
It's not your. So you apologizing to me now?
If you bet the wrong way.
Okay. It's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
There it is, Shawn Porter, man. All right.
Let me add a little something.
Yeah.
Onto this for you. This is my man Larry Wade right here.
Larry,
coach of UNLV. He's my right hand.
Okay.
Even though he only been with me a couple months.
Okay.
He's in the Hall of Fame. Track and field. His wife's in the Hall of Fame.
Who's your wife?
Track and field.
Yvonne Wade now, but Yvonne Kanazawa from Japan. As a matter of fact, she's in Japan now, getting celebrated for her national record in the hurdles. So
the 100-meter hurdles?
100-meter hurdles. She was in the 96 and 2000 Olympics, and we've been both doing it for a while. I've been with him for 3 months. So he says it's been 3 years technically, but I'll take the 3 months. It depends on the week, but yeah.
I got inducted last year.
I
passed it up for 2 years in a row. But one of my guys committed suicide, and he was going in posthumously. So I said, if he's going in, then now it's time for me to go in with somebody, and I'll go in. Joe Cortez, who you guys wouldn't allow come up here, is in the Hall of Fame. He's in my corner. So we got three Hall of Famers. Joe Cortez will be my next segment.
The
second
ref?
in the corner. Yes, the Joe Cortez.
Joe Cortez is here?
Yes. You guys wouldn't let him come upstairs.
Who? The security?
Yeah.
Oh.
He wasn't on the list. He had his ID. He's downstairs. But anyway.
Shit, damn.
So we got three.
I got to leave the mic and go say what's up.
we got 3 Hall of Famers in that corner. Okay? 3 Hall of Famers in that corner. And we're going to combine all of that to go up against Keith and whatever he's bringing to the table. And everything that we've done, our preparation has been second to none. Everything we've done from not just, preparation for this fight or last fight or 2 fights ago, everything we've done in life since he was born has been to put him in a position to excel in anything it is he does, whether it was education, whether it was the communities I moved him to, whether it was the football teams he played for, the churches he went to. Everything has been to put him in a position to excel. He is now again in that position, and everywhere he turns, there's something positive, someone positive that he can look up to and say, yeah, that's the right answer.
There it is.
So we're ready.
Kenny, man, thanks for coming up to the show, man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man.
I tried to get here before.
That's okay.
And somebody else wanted to try to divert that.
Uh-huh.
I think they heard something about you and Keith having a good relationship or something they didn't want to hear, and they thought that might cause some kind of problem. But
I feel like we got a good relationship.
I feel like we do too.
Yeah, we've
like
always had a
I can
solid.
add another Hall of Famer to that corner. You can be in that corner with us.
Okay.
You
Let
can
me
be in
make
that
sure I can get to the
Hall of Fame club.
Okay.
You
if
know what
I'm in that
saying?
corner.
Yes.
Hey, man, I got some things to work out.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Not for the mic.
Right.
You know what I call that, right?
What?
That's the fight before the fight.
That's the fight before the fight, right?
Yes.
Kenny, thanks, man, for coming up, man. And you'll never be diverted again. You got my info.
I got it.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Shawn, congratulations on everything. Good luck this Saturday, man.
Hey, yo, we'll see y'all soon. CBS Primetime Saturday night.
Saturday night, man.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all watch that, man. And speaking about Hall of Famers and
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shea 45.